Hey, hello, Color Street Stylist. Good morning. Happy Monday. I love Mondays. It's the beginning and fresh start of a new week. So, I don't want to take up a lot of your time, but I do want to share with you something that I have worked with some of my leaders on, and I'm so freaking shocked I've never come on here live to actually train my whole team about this. And if you are jumping on and watching the replay, please put your comments or questions down below in the comments. If you're jumping on and watching this on YouTube, welcome. Please subscribe, like, comment, leave some engagement. Let me know if you're finding value in this, okay? So my name is Ashley South. I've been a stylist for almost 2 years now, and I know that a lot of people struggle with time management. And we always talk and preach about how this is a people business, and we've got to build those connections, and we have got to do follow-up, okay? So in your nail bars and in your normal VIP group, follow-up is probably the single most important thing you can be doing for your business, besides nail bars. Nail bars and follow-up. Nail bars and follow-up. Getting to know your people, making those connections. You don't ever want an order or an engagement to go by where you're not having a connection with that person, okay? But a lot of you are starting to up your nail bars and you're saying, whoa, like I'm overwhelmed. I don't know how to manage all this follow-up. Like I'm overwhelmed with trying to follow up with all the people in my parties every day. Or actually, I'm running 8 nail bars a month. How do you handle your follow-up system? I have a really easy, not fancy system. Anyone can do it. All you need is a blank piece of paper. Okay, so, sorry, my lighting is kind of bad in here. All you need is a blank piece of paper, okay? No fancy forms, nothing, okay? You're just going to get a piece of paper for every nail bar that you have, and maybe a blank piece of paper for every week in your VIP, or every month in your VIP, depending on how much your VIP is popping off. So I call this the 3-tier system of follow-up, all right? This is nothing new. ER rooms, triage calls. They triage patients that come in. Dispatchers, law enforcement, we triage calls that come in. The most important ones are handled first, and I don't care if something just came in. If it's more important, it goes to the top of my list to get done. So it's kind of the same premise here with your follow-up. So for every nail bar that you do, you're going to list your party host name up here at the very top, and you're going to list 3 tiers. You're going to have tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3, and I'll cover those in a minute. But if you have a nail bar, anyone who makes an order or has been given a sample automatically goes into your tier 1 list. You are going to go here, and you're going to write down all their names of anyone that's made an order or anyone that has requested to get a sample, okay? That's if you do samples in your parties. I don't. They go into the tier 1 list. Then tier 2, okay, tier 2, you're going to list anyone that has engaged in the party. I don't care if they've ordered or not. If they have played a game, if they have commented, have they liked a pretty picture of nails, have they played, how do you know the host games, have they participated in some way? You're going to put them in your tier 2 column, okay? And then we're going to get to the tier 3 column over here. Tier 3 is our last tier system for follow-up. And that is just anyone that's accepted the invite in. Anyone that's basically on the perimeter of your radar. They're still your warm market. They have still chosen to accept that invite into that VIP group or that private nail bar that you're hosting, okay? So, and if you're doing Zoom parties or in-person parties, maybe your tier 3 could be someone that was sent an invite but maybe they couldn't make it. They're still on your radar, okay? So they're going to go into your tier 3 category. So you have your 3 tiers here. This is really important. If you're trying to run a lot of nail bars or you have a really busy VIP and you're trying to add in nail bars, you cannot get to everything all the time. I have one day of the week where I handle follow-up. I have other days of the week where I do different things like post for my social media, my hostess coaching, and my parties. I handle follow-up on one day and one day only of my week. Let me tell you this. This is the most important thing. This tier 1 has to get done. So tier 1 people ordered, gotten samples. I know that on my day of the week when I handle follow-up, I have got to get to my tier 1s. I'm not stopping until I get to all my tier 1 people. I'm going to friend request them. I'm going to talk to them. I'm going to ask them how they like their order. I'm going to give them great customer service. I'm going to ask them which color they use first. I'm going to hit them with a nail bar. I'm going to see if they would like to host a nail bar. This is how I book nail bars. This is how I get follow-up customers, lifetime customers. You got to love on them. You got to give them good customer service, okay? Tier 1 has to do. It doesn't have to be the next day. It could be in the next week, but I have to do tier 1. Tier 2 is my next level of importance. So Tier 2, I get to it maybe in a few weeks. In 2-3 weeks, if I'm free, or let's say a day opens up, or I'm like, oh, I got done with my mailing early. I just was going to mail out some samples. I didn't really have any this week. I'm going to knock out my tier. I'm going to go back to Sally's party. Okay, I'm going to go here, and I'm going to start checking off the names with the dates that I reached out to them on my tier 2 line. So you definitely have to do tier 1. You really want to get to tier 2, but it's not urgent. Tier 3 is people that when you have free time, if you're like, gosh, I'm not making any sales, I'm not doing this or that or whatever, if you're trying to grow your warm market and you're like, I just need to make more connections, you're going to flip back to this page. It could be a month or two later, okay? You're going to flip back to tier 3 and you're going to start working your way down this list, friend requesting these people, reaching out, saying, hey, I'm so sorry we didn't connect in Sally's nail bar. I'm not sure if you've ever tried Color Street, but I would love to send you a free gift. I'm so sorry that, we didn't get to know each other during her party. Can I send you a free sample? So don't try to do all, the thing is that you don't have to write down all 60 names and get to them all at once. Tier 1 is most important. So let's say you're doing 3 nail bars this week. Tier 1s are maybe the only thing that you handle this week. And maybe it could be a month before you get to your tier 2s. And guess what? If your tier 3s, you never get to them, so what? You're okay. Tier 1s take precedence. Tier 1s in every party would take precedence for me, and then I would start knocking out all the tier 2s. And you know what? Tier 3s are really quick for me to drop, but I know I can go back and pick those up later when and if I have time to get to the tier 3s, okay? So I'm not stressing in my day to get to the tier 2s. They happen when they happen. But tier 1s, absolutely make that list of those people, separate them out. Those are mandatory. You have got to get to them in the first week or two. At least let them get their order first, so maybe the first 2 weeks. This also works for your VIP group, you guys. Once a month, twice a month, go through and make these lists, see new people that have added in, see who's participating on your posts, see who has made order or gotten samples, okay? And you can create this tier system of people you have to follow up with each month or maybe twice a month. Super easy system. You do not have to be doing this every day, but when you can kind of see it written out on paper, and this helps you track it too. You can see like what dates you reached out to them on. You can like make time to follow up with them a second time, and then you start building friendships. You don't just follow up with them and let them fall away. Begin building natural organic friendships with these people. Friend them, okay? Don't just be spammy pammy all up in there, and ask them, like if they're happy. Can I exchange any sets for you? Did you like this color? There is nothing that will replace good old-fashioned customer service, and that's what we're going to do with this. So super easy. I don't have any fancy forms. I'm literally an old school kind of girl. I could do all my parties this way, and then I could start knocking off those tier 1s, and as I have time or if things slow down, I can go through and knock out tier 2s, and then if I can, sometimes I don't, guys. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'll knock out a tier 3 list from a party 3 months ago. They're still in my warm market. I'll get to it if I get to it. All right, you guys, that's it. I just wanted to jump on and help some of you that are maybe struggling with time management in your follow-up to start implementing this 3-tier system. Have a great day, and if you have questions, leave them in the comments.